In this case, so substitution of trustee, this happened to be MERS. And we all know about MERS, and the people who don't know about MERS at one point tried to say, well, yeah, we're the holder of the note. MERS is. But we all know about MERS, right? They don't hold anything but, a number, okay? They've been nice enough to provide the consumer who they want you to think is your investor if you go on their website. Don't trust that website. Trust me. It's not up to date, I'll say. Totally not up to date. And the information that's on there is false. So we have a substitution of trustee because MERS doesn't work. And that was filed on 1/21/09. Now we have assignment of deed of trust. And this is where I get into the deed of trust and the note and the assignments. Those are the most important parts of a loan today. And I don't mean the actual note that you signed. That is immaterial to me. It's immaterial to anybody. What is important on the note and what you have to look at and what they don't provide to you, if you've ever sent out your own qualified written request, which is surprising why a lot of these people, sometimes you get 1 page, other times you get 25 pages. Or you don't get anything at all. But the bottom line here is that what they won't provide to you in a lot of cases is stamped assignments. And if they provide those to you, then you'll be able to track where your loan goes. Because this is a recorded document. But if you don't have you have the recorded document, but you don't have the note that has the recorded stamped assignments of where they go, or the allonge, if it was done by a mortgage banker, you need to get those documents or find somebody who can get those documents. This person here, who I don't know if you're familiar with, but if you go on the website, her name is Erica A. Johnson Seck, S-E-C-K. I'm sure everybody's heard of her. I just don't know why she's not in jail. And it's, for people that don't know her, she basically said in 10 words or less, yeah, I sign it, and then after that, I don't know where it goes. It goes to somewhere else. But when you sign a document and it's recorded and you have a notary, it has to be the same day, right? Should be. Well, this was executed on 1/13. Her signature is right here. But Mayo Tayo, she must have been late for work or on vacation, because she signed it February 4th, which makes this document basically invalid. Okay? Strange that somebody would do that, but it's okay. But she's signing for MERS. Now, the last time I saw MERS was in Virginia. She happens to be in Texas. We all know why that is, because this is a manufactured document. Okay, in going forward with the substitution of trustee, now you get this. Notice of trustee sale. So this is when you're going to sell your house. Now, what you have to find is if it's Bank of America, you've got to find out and make sure that it's not Bank of America that's holding your paper. And what I mean by holding your paper is you need to find out who the trustee is that is in trust for your security, because that's where these loans are. So you get a notice of trustee, and the date of the sale on this person was December 8th, 2009. And by the way, her think it was $280,000. This document was executed on November 17th, 2009. Sad part is notary is a little early. Remember I said November 17th, 2009? Well, she notarized it November 10th, 2009. So you get into, well, what came first, the chicken or the egg? In this case, the notary was there before the other person showed up. So she was stamping away, and nobody's present because she doesn't know who's going to sign it. And this is somebody's house. And I don't call them houses, quite honestly. I call them homes. Some of you do have investment properties, but some of these are your primary residence. These houses that they call, or what they pretend to call, I call them homes. You raise families in there. You have pictures of your kids in there. You've got memories in there. And I can tell you that this is the stripping of America. It's basically the stripping of the last dignity that we have, and that's called a roof over our head. And thank goodness I didn't go through the Depression, because I probably would have been one of those guys who might not have made it. But what I've done today is use my knowledge for the last 30 years and in this process gone through and said, this is wrong. This is dead wrong. And these documents that I'm showing to you and what you're going to hear is wrong and it shouldn't happen, but it is. So we'll go a little farther. They sell our house. It's already sold. Gone. Guess who took it? Deutsch. What happened to One West? They were the ones that actually noticed her. Our friends over in California, Quality Loan Services. Everybody's heard of them, right? Problem is it was already sold in December, and this assignment was done in January. So Deutsch actually got this person's house before the assignment was even recorded. Can you believe this? This is happening in America. Problem is it's in a non-judicial state. And this young lady can hardly speak English, let alone read these documents. And to get in front of a judge costs no less than $5,000 if you want representation. You have to do it on your own or find somebody to put a case together at least to get this in front of a judge, because this is easy. And even a judge can figure this one out. I hope. Okay. Now we have the trustee's deed. That's next. The house is sold. Deutsche Bank owns it. When recorded, mailed to Deutsche Bank. Okay. She owed $270,000, $279,000. Not too bad. They sold her house. Anybody want to guess how much they sold her house for? How much? Close. $78,000. So $270,000 to $270, or down to $78,000. That was done in January of 2009. Good question. It just says for consideration. Now here's the real kicker. And this is really the sad part. This comes from the FDIC, this document. Any failed institution has to record an assignment. Remember that. If you're involved with a failed institution, they have to record their own assignment from the FDIC to whoever now is the master servicer. Let's just say it's One West. That's the first thing that should happen after a failed institution, is they give you a bill of sale and they record an assignment. Her house was sold in December, remember? You're close. The assignment was recorded February 8th, 2010. Almost 4 months after. Pro se, pro per, if this was your case, I'd be behind you 100%. And you would get an evidentiary hearing like that just by providing these 6 documents. Yes, sir. It's not valid till it's filed. Got to be filed. Yes. Yes. Okay, well, you're asking 2 different questions. Yeah. So go ahead, ask that question again, because you asked 2 questions.
Hello?
There
Okay.
you go.
We never received a notice of foreclosure. What we did receive was a notice of a date being set for foreclosure sale. Should we have received the notice of foreclosure first?
Typically what they do is, and I have to ask what state you're from.
Arizona.
Okay. In the state of Arizona, typically what happens is they send you 3 certifieds and 3 in the mail. Did you receive any of those?
None of them.
Okay. Do you know where they were sent? Because you said you saw something, so
Yeah,
where
we
did you see that?
We received all at once from Quality Loan Service Corporation.
Never heard of them. Who are they?
I know. And we received the substitution of trustee, received notice of a date being set for the foreclosure.
And did you get that in the mail?
Yes, we got it in the mail, and there was certified mail also
Right.
that we received. However, the one thing we did not receive was a notice of foreclosure.
Okay. What you have there, and if I look at that document, it sounds like you have a breach of contract.
Statement of breach or non-performance.
Thank you. There you go. It's a breach of contract. What I suggest you do is send a letter back to them stating that you don't owe the debt. That's called debt validation. That'll give you some more time.
When you say them, am I to send it to Quality Loan Service Corp. or take
Quality Loan Service Corp., as well as your master servicer.
as well as who?
The master servicer. Who is the person
JP Chase.
JP Morgan Chase? Yes. Send that to them as well.
And these the letters should be certified.
Yes. Everything that you send out should be certified.
And let's suppose they don't respond. Is there some kind of so let's suppose they simply decide not to respond and move forward with the foreclosure.
They have every right to.
To move forward without having to
Are you
correspond.
current?
Excuse me?
Are you current?
No.
Okay. Yeah, they have a right to.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, and a non-judicial, yeah.
What if you are? What if you are current?
You shouldn't be getting that notice, but you got a serious problem. I'll be right over there. And if you are current and you're getting it, I did run into a situation just last week where they actually foreclosed on the wrong house, which didn't help matters. but it helped the homeowner who hadn't paid in 2 years because now they have to re-notice him. Apparently they were noticing a house that had been abandoned, and then they just foreclosed on it. So he's happy about that. But yeah, if you're current, you shouldn't get that notice at all.